Something old is new again. Urban builders are switching from steel and concrete to a material that is more sustainable and friendly to the environment. The use of what's called mass timber is up 15%. Rob Marciano reports tonight's Eye on America from Milwaukee.
Sitting atop the Yankee Hill neighborhood in Milwaukee is Ascent, a 280-foot-high luxury apartment building made mostly of wood. The first of its kind, Ascent is also the tallest timber-concrete hybrid building in the world.
This is a two-bedroom indent floor plan. It's 1,500 square feet, and so it's a little bit bigger than average.
Tim Gochman is one of the developers of Ascent. The building costs, he says, are comparable to more traditional buildings. But he found that building with wood has advantages over steel and concrete.
Concrete is imprecise, it's labor intensive, and it has a heavy carbon footprint. And steel has advantages. It can span much better than concrete and mass timber, but it's even heavier, and it has the heaviest carbon footprint.
Manufacturing both steel and concrete comes at a cost to the environment, with steel generating 7% of greenhouse gas emissions. Ascent was built using prefabricated pieces of wood glued together, forming mass timber. It's strong, light, and cheaper to produce. It took a crew of only 12 workers just 6 months to construct Ascent's core and shell.
Do we have enough trees to make our cities more mass timber friendly?
I think we do. The largest cause of deforestation is a lack of demand for forest products, which causes our forests to be converted to industrial, agricultural, residential uses.
And it's also easy to deconstruct and recycle. But for all of its advantages, wood has one real disadvantage. It burns. And that's why Ascent's beams were sent to the U.S. Forest Service's Forest Products Laboratory at the University of Wisconsin.
Before Ascent was even built, its timber was tested here in that furnace, just like this sample, which has been burning for an hour now. Temperatures in there get to over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's cooled, they'll be able to see how deep that char got, giving engineers an idea of its fire resistance rating.
In about 1 hour, you get about 1.5 inches of char.
Laura Hasberg found that while the mass timber burned, it burned slowly enough to meet building codes. She's a materials research engineer at the lab.
We provided all of our data so that they could feel safe that people would be able to evacuate the structure an appropriate amount of time, as well as first responders entering the building would be protected from structural collapse.
What's the future look like here?
We've been working on a strategy not just to build the second one of these, but to make this a prototype that we can repeat multiple times across the country.
Repeatable, replenishable, and with Boston, Cleveland, and Portland doing the same with mass timber, perhaps the skyline's the limit. For Eye on America, Rob Marciano, Milwaukee.